Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed the first half of this podcast last week.
And the week-long break. It was a 5-minute break for us.
Have you guys kept busy?
We didn't really explain that. Brandon's going overseas, so we are doubling up and recording 2 episodes so we don't miss one.
100%. Consistency is the key.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And we're not at the level where we can make, a Zoom call sound good as a podcast.
Not yet.
So...
we could. But
and look, anything's possible. But, for now, the short fixes, a back-to-back episode, but you guys still get 2. So, welcome back. I hope your week from the last one has been good.
Same to me as well. Hope I had a good week.
You're talking to yourself in the future
we
right now.
are talking in the future.
Man, what am I doing this time next week?
Wedding.
I'm probably eating.
Eating.
Standard.
Drinking a few piss.
Oh, mate, from 10 a.m., you know it.
I will be... What's the date next Saturday? That will dictate a lot.
27th.
Oh, nothing in particular.
I probably won't be doing anything crazy.
Yeah, no, 20... No,
I'll be at the cricket this time next week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Regular schmegular weekend.
Test night.
Oh, we're not going to hate on cricket now.
Shout out to all the cricket fans. I hope you see this because we're going viral.
People say cricket's boring. Have you watched the Big Bash?
Oh, it is pretty boring. The Big Bash is different.
Big Bash is cool.
That's on right now. Go Brisbane.
Yeah.
They're playing in a final. It'll be the grand final when you're listening to this, so I hope Brisbane are in it.
I don't hate cricket. We're just... Spotify didn't have a cricket podcast option, so I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah, if you guys are not fans of the NBA stuff, just know that because of Spotify, we can't do a cricket podcast. So it was out of those 2 options, and we had to go with the one that Spotify gave us.
It was either basketball or cricket.
And Virat Kohli is currently busy, so we can't get him on. So
all right.
Maybe next week.
Well, there's our cricket talk for 2024. Hope you enjoyed it. We might bring it up again next year if it gets any good reception.
It's almost AFL season though, so let's.
Oh, I can't wait for you to
ready
start
for
your own
that.
podcast about that.
I'm going solo.
You can be on the Keep It a Buck podcast. Shout out to those boys.
For how passionate you are about AFL, you do a very good job of not bombarding us with it.
Yeah, we'll give you a 5-minute segment in the middle of every
I'll
episode.
just talk Collingwood for 2 minutes. If they've won, I'll go the boys.
Yeah,
'Cause we're
sweet.
going back to back.
Yeah, you won last year from my memory.
Very lucky.
You went to Melbourne to watch them, didn't you?
I was out and about with my brother for the occasion. I'm glad we won because it would have sucked if I was there and they lost. And they beat Brisbane, which was great because they came back to Brisbane and everyone was upset.
Wasn't that around the time when Brisbane had like 2 teams in major finals?
I think
they had the
every
Broncos
professional
too.
sport in Australia, Brisbane made the final and then lost until...
Definitely not the basketball.
Yeah, not the NBL, but most of them, I think until like a couple of weeks ago where the women's AFL team won, which was like...
Shout out to them. That's dope.
Yeah, like finally broke the curse. They were like not favourites either, so they broke the curse, but I think like the last season's Big Bash, AFL, Rugby League, soccer, I think, the Brisbane Raw lost, like...
Wow.
Crazy. And a bunch of women's leagues as well, so they just couldn't get it done.
Someone else who lost $850,000 approximately is Kanye West on his new grills. Did you guys see that?
I did see that. It was like titanium or something.
Hey?
What was it? Like
some
Yeah.
titanium.
And took North to get some as well.
Yeah, so have you guys heard the backstory about that?
No.
Yeah, he lied.
So he told Kim that he's just taking her for a regular dentist checkup. And she came back with like diamond grills.
Man, that's funny, but that's wild doing that to a kid.
10 years old. That's crazy.
Oh,
No.
wait, grill. I thought you said he got his teeth replaced. Oh, grills is what.
No,
Kanye
grills.
did.
No, so I don't know.
But the kid
But the
did.
girl didn't,
Okay,
no.
good.
I don't know if that's true, bro.
No, apparently he got his like... Not the whole... Like originally it was rumoured that his whole set of teeth got taken out.
He probably had veneers already.
Yeah, the dentist came out and
billionaire
just said they just
celebrity.
removed a bunch of already replaced teeth and reflect.
Yeah, I was gonna say every celebrity's got veneers.
So they
He
knocked
probably
like
just
a
had
quarter of his teeth out. They were already veneers.
But you can't eat with those.
Imagine biting your tongue.
Like-
He has like vampire fangs
Yeah.
too. Like
What function does that have? Like, does it even make sense for him to actually remove his?
them. It doesn't have to make sense.
bro,
I don't think
Kanye
he
West.
cares.
That's very good
Most
point.
sane Kanye West headline.
Would you guys go to Turkey for a hair replacement?
Bro, I
yes.
see TikToks all the time. That's cheap
Hey,
as
bro,
If
cheap
I
as
need
chips.
it, if I needed it, I would definitely be doing it. I
pocket
don't.
change.
Bro,
Yeah, if I was in a situation where I need it, like you make a holiday out of it, and you get your hair back.
y'all just won't see me for like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, it looks like it looks
It looks
horrible as soon as it's
so
finished
bad.
with those like.
It doesn't
poor-
seem like the most comfortable thing either.
Bro.
Apparently, you hop on the plane coming back from Turkey, And like there are so many dudes on the plane who are just sitting with half their hair
I
shaved.
believe it. I
and
think it's great that there's somewhere affordable to get it because obviously like that's a
so expensive.
like a
Same
pretty
with-
deep struggle for a lot of men.
Same with BBLs. They're all on the plane sitting backwards because they can't sit down. But there's men and there's women, so
Turkey has BBLs.
yeah, they do them there as well.
Tell me where so I know not to go there. Like just so I know
It's
not
a
to
good-
go there.
It's a good couples destination. You can fix your balding hairline and
There's something for everyone in the family.
sure they've got nice daycares.
No, they yeah. Touching on what Phil said, it's a good thing to do because I think every man has it at some point in their life. Struggles with balding.
I think it's like 1 in 3 or 2 in 3. Like it's pretty significant.
Sometimes when I wear a hat, my hair goes everywhere. I have a hat hair, but I have very thick hair. And today I was in the car and I took my hat off and, bro, my heart sank because it was just the way my hair was positioned, but it looked like my hair was receding so bad. I was like on the verge. I was trying to look in my mirror while driving, which was so not safe, but it was that like a big deal for me. And then thank God it was just the way my hair was sitting. It wasn't anything, but it made me realize I'm going to wake up one day and that's going to be my reality.
I mean, shit, it happens, right? Like it's, I don't know, cross that bridge when you come to it. It is what it is. It sucks, but thankfully it's not a problem
It's
now.
never gonna happen to me.
Your family is known to have like thick, luscious locks.
Oh yeah, I would say so. I've not got any issues with hair falling out, but if I never get a haircut, how am I gonna lose my hair?
This is true.
Hey.
That is very logical.
You give the barber about $100 a year, and that's like 2 haircuts.
If everyone was like Josh, barbershops wouldn't exist. We'd be cutting it ourselves.
I should have swapped my intro from last episode because Josh needs to get a haircut.
No, I look better with long hair. I don't know, bro.
No, you suit long hair.
It's
I
not
look
a bad looking
5
thing.
years old. I need to. What's that? Like the derma stamps. I need to grow a beard, and then I'll cut my hair.
No, you suit long hair anyway. It's, I mean, you could always clean up like sideburns
Oh
and
yeah,
neck
for
if
sure.
you
That's
want to.
getting
It's like
annoying.
that's what I do every week. But I think for me, by March will be like 12 months ago now. I might take it up a little bit more in the back and sideburns because I got like whatever this is at the back sticking out. I don't know what. I'm like business in the front, party in the back,
That's
24/7.
that's how people looked in like the 50s, like going to a diner, like with their half curled hair.
Yeah, honestly,
Like-
I feel like I look like
You would walk into a diner.
George Washington
Oh
or
my
something, or
God,
Ben
bro.
Franklin.
I
Me and my
always
homie Ben.
I saw this photo of no, it was like a those Instagram sort of where they post multiple photos like those
Collage.
collage, yeah.
Right.
Side style.
The Side Shuffle one, and it was of all the popular football players, but when they kind of first came into like fame, so they had like Ronaldo, Messi, Luka Modric. They had one of the great passes from Barcelona. I can't remember his name. His first name's Andres. Neymar. Bro, their drip was atrocious back there.
But that like goes with the times
Yeah,
as well. Like
Even like
we're
the
gonna
NBA.
we're gonna look back. Photos that we post now, we're gonna look back in 20 years and be like, what were we thinking, man? Like that's just
Like you look at LeBron's draft photo, the drip there is atrocious, but that was like the shit back then.
bro. I'm prepared for it because I know for me, I like the baggy clothes. That's my aesthetic's kind of like cozy, comfortable.
Yeah.
But that's come and gone a million times. That when I'm a dad, I'm gonna be like, why did my t-shirt not fit me?
When is
Why are my
skinny-
sleeves past my elbows?
Yeah, yeah,
I already
100%.
know, but I'm prepared
When is
for it.
skinny jeans coming back?
Oh
No,
no,
never,
no,
never.
It will make it. Will,
The
everything
No.
will make a comeback.
Baggiest jeans
You
in
know-
Ohio.
We
They s-
refuse.
They still wear them like religiously in Atlanta.
Yeah, they're tied like the baggiest
Yeah, yeah.
I
pants
mean,
in Ohio.
Atlanta's sort of its own vibe, I guess. so-
Atlanta
I
is.
love those memes.
They're known for these tight skinny jeans, but
And Cleveland.
I disagree with you there, Phil. It's fashion is a cycle. It'll
I will
always
never
come back.
put on a pair
No,
of
we
skinny
refuse with skinny jeans. We will fight this.
Skinny jeans and the swag era where it was like snapback, flat brim hats and
Bro.
Man, shout out to Tim-O-Matic, but I'm not letting skinny jeans come back.
Tim-O-Matic.
He was the one rocking the hat like sitting
Yes,
barely on
yeah.
top of his head.
And, yeah.
Jason Derulo did it. The
Bobby Shmurda.
One Direction. Bobby Shmurda did it.
Lil Wayne was probably in it at one point or another.
Well, I actually could call Lil Wayne pioneered that, bro. I
But that's
remember-
Wayne, so it's different.
I remember seeing Wayne when I was like 10 with like his pants down to his thighs.
Bro,
He
like-
was the shit, right? He looked
Whoa.
so cool.
And like back then I didn't know why people do it. I still don't know why they do it, but
How is it comfortable?
it's not.
Like-
and then they're still wearing
it's not
belts.
comfortable or practical.
I'm like, the
It's
whole
a
point
long
of a belt,
belt.
bro, is to hold it up as a dragon on your knees.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to. We might
Cheeks
have to
out.
look into the history about that.
Kodak Black and Blueface are bad for it.
Yeah.
Bro, Blueface is horrible.
His whole cheeks out, man. It's really bad.
But like with some with some boxes.
Yeah. But still, unacceptable for a man.
No plumbers here, right?
Hey,
No.
musty.
Just unacceptable for a man to be walking around like that.
Josh had some plumber shit showing the other day when we went out.
Hey,
And
I
he's-
was wearing these pants too.
He's coming at people for baggy pants, but I think he squatted to pick something up. I was like, Josh, my brother, you need to pull them
Yeah.
up right now.
I forgot the belt.
It was like that. Well, where
Where
was
a goal?
this?
I was playing some golf. We're doing 18 round. 18
Oh, yeah,
holes.
okay.
Oh, that's where it was.
I was like, I
yes.
didn't see
It was like
this.
the 15th hole,
Yeah.
and I just left my belt at home.
Yeah, and he went
And,
to pick
like,
up his ball
The
out the
ball's
hole.
not going to pick itself up. So I was.
And bro
Yeah.
put on a show for the whole room.
Shout out to all the ladies that wear skirts and dresses. I know how you feel now. It's hard.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it's the same.
They have a big
Keep it
issue
up.
with the pocket side things of it. I know girls always complain about how small
yeah,
their pockets on pants
Kristen
are.
always
And,
says
Right.
that. They just put your keys in there. It's not that
Bro,
hard.
the shorts I'm wearing right now, they're good shorts, but the pockets, I have to fight for my life to get my phone out.
damn.
Bro, it's like when you have a bad pair of shorts and you sit in your car and everything just falls down.
oh,
Yes.
Bro, and you have to like hunt for them. It's
Bro,
horrible.
This is the complete opposite. If I sit down in my car and I don't take my stuff out my shorts, and then I gotta pay for parking, but my wallet's in there,
Oh, you never get. It's like
bro, I cannot get it
vacuum
out.
sealed.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Because you got these as well, right? They're
Yeah.
the not. Yeah,
They're pretty. They're tight. They get tight.
bro,
Like,
they got
rip open the box of chocolates type pants.
definitely.
there's something that was meant to happen at the beginning of this year, which I haven't heard much about. Is
Kanye's album.
God,
Kanye's
it's
album.
coming out. Maybe next
Oh.
week if you're listening to this.
Well, Ty Dolla $ign said it's coming out soon. I think we need to ban the word "soon" for artists, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Maybe his cousin that hacked the computer again.
The Apple Vision Pros. I don't know how big we are on technology, but I'm a bit of a technology geek.
Yeah, I'm not a tech guy, but I like its relevance. I kind of know. That's the VR stuff.
The goggles,
I
yeah.
saw it ages
Yeah.
ago, but then I saw Marquez Brownlee review it.
Marquez.
And I've got some. I like. Oh, it popped back into my head. Apparently, it's just really heavy.
I'll give you the context. So they announced it when they announced. I want to say so they have two. They have two sort of events. Oh, they have multiple events, but they have the big iPhone event in September, and before that, they have one where they talk about the watches, the new OS system, all that stuff. And on the one before the iPhone announcement, they announced these Vision Pros that were going to be retailing or ready for sale January 2024. I've not seen anything about it. Apparently in the US they're retailing for 3,000
Yeah,
USD,
they're insane. They're
Which is,
overpriced, in my
$5,000 Australian. But the whole point is that becomes a computer. So if you're gonna buy like a MacBook, for $3,000, this is innovative technology that can do everything a computer can. You just gotta wear it on your head.
What? So it's not released anywhere?
It's not out
Well,
yet.
I've not seen anything about it yet.
Okay.
Marquez
I mean-
Brownlee got an early pair like last week,
Mm.
and he said it's like it is groundbreaking, and it's still confusing. And even though he's used it, apparently it's really heavy though, which is like the
can
main
imagine,
thing.
yeah.
And I think it's just still a bit too early. Like no one like, if you wear that on a train or in a public transport setting, you're gonna like, what the hell are they doing? Like,
Well, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with the marketing a little bit. I remember at the because I remember it was a big talking topic when it was revealed, but they had like in the ad like a parent wearing it doing something while their kids were playing in the background.
Yes.
And they got this massive negative
Iron
response,
Man.
rightfully so, because it was like, why would you want that to be your life when you got your family and your home in front of you and you're 24/7, 100% consumed in technology.
100%.
So I don't know if they took a back seat after that to let that blow over. I don't know how big of a deal it was, but when it was revealed, it was like hot.
It makes me sad because
Yeah, it's
it-
funny where things are going to end up with AI too.
man,
It's going to
It's like
develop
an
at
Iron
like the
Man helmet.
fastest rate ever, like shit we've never seen.
it really and I think so. We've just had a new baby in our family, and I'm just
Congratulations to
Thank you.
whoever's baby that was.
Thank you, just my cousin. So
Shout out.
Oh, was that Gav?
yeah, Gaz.
Congratulations, Gav.
Shout out,
Miss
Gaz.
you.
I know you listen to this podcast.
She does?
Yeah, she listens.
Hello, Gav.
Tries her best too.
That's awesome.
Newborn baby, 1 month old, and the first baby in our family. So it's a big thing for all
Ever?
of us. Well, I mean, like out of our generation,
Mm.
first one. So our
Oh,
first
that's
niece.
huge.
Yeah. And only now am I realizing like how I've never met this girl, this little baby Amelia. I've never met her before, but I love her so much to start with. Like I genuinely like I can't wait to see her in a few days. When Phil said that Apple marketing about the sitting with the family and the kids there, like I can't imagine being with your family and having that goggle on and just completely taking out of your family time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not a reality I want to be a part of. I think like technology is great. I'm here for all the advantages it gives us and the benefits, but I don't want to be headed towards some sort of doomsday iRobot shit. Like,
You know what I'm gonna do with it?
What?
Watch YouTube.
while you eat.
While
Yeah.
eating?
I'm gonna spend $5,000 on a YouTube video device.
So how does that look if you watch a YouTube video? And is it like, is your
There's already a
entire
VR setting on YouTube videos. Like it's just
Oh,
more
really?
like you don't. Like, it just locks. Like it's just
So
a
what?
computer. Like
just everything you see is the
yeah.
video?
So you'll be watching the video here, and if you turn this way, it'll be like your settings and your comments, and you can look left, like close it, and like it's just like an overcomplicated computer.
That's really weird.
Like you just go on the computer and watch the video, bro.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's actually called mixed reality. So you've got your virtual reality, where you're immersed into the actual environment, but then augmented reality is where it's in your environment. You can see everything around you, but it shows up physically. Mixed reality is a combination of the two. So you have the augmented reality in the headset, but you can still see your environment. So you're immersed still in the reality of, real life, but you have that augmented feature where you can actually see the pop-ups. When people come in, you can still see them coming through, whereas with virtual reality, you can't. But that's what the Vision Pro is about.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
mix. But
Um,
thank you,
so,
thank you to Brandon's inner thoughts. for
If
those
if
words.
Aaron's voice didn't come through, then I'll cut it out. But essentially, what he said, it's mixed reality, so it's a combination of all that stuff. So yes, if I forget to edit it out and you can't hear it, your Spotify's not broken. We didn't die. It was just an awkward silence for you. But yeah, mixed reality. So I was mistaken with the VR full consumption thing, which is
Yeah.
actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
Seems innovative.
Audio engineer and
Shout out to our
videographer.
audio engineer, clip maker, videographer, manager, behind the scenes editor. We definitely don't take for granted what Aaron does for the pod.
Yeah, and
So a big part of the team.
as Phil said, if it went silent, he was just telling us something about it, which I hope the mics picked it up. But if it
I don't
did,
know if it did. I was having a look.
Yeah,
If not, Brandon can just say it on a recording and then insert it into the part of the podcast.
Yeah,
And
that's
no
right.
one will be able to
I'll
tell.
fix it up if you can't.
on your comment about eating with it. So the whole kind of premise is you will still be able to see like your plate,
Yeah,
what
yes.
you're eating, but you'll also be able to see the video that
Yeah, I
you're
saw
watching
that
in itself.
the test video, which I forgot we hadn't discussed.
I messaged Josh this week and I said it's actually really embarrassing what Samsung is doing in the technology space. Not embarrassing on Samsung's bit, but it's making Apple seem so far behind, man.
Really? What was
Oh.
Samsung done?
Well, I saw two things this week, last week, this week. The first one is they have an invisible TV.
What?
So,
I did see that.
bro,
No, you didn't.
it's nuts.
No one can see him. Bro.
That's such a dumb joke.
How do you find it? Like, you go to turn your TV on, nothing happens because it's been stolen.
Where's the TV? I don't know, bro.
You turn it on, bro. Go find it.
Oh, the burglar's worst nightmare. They break in, they can't find it, bro.
It's just an empty cabinet.
We're moving towards the future where you have an invisible house, bro.
Like Wonder Woman, the invisible jet.
Oh god, yeah, it's an invisible TV, which is like you can see right through it, but you can see the displays moving like a regular screen. So they've announced that not for total consumption or retail yet, but it's like you can see it in
It
person.
exists.
I have
It
an
exists.
idea.
And then I saw this thing this week called the Samsung Ring,
Oh, I
It's
did see this.
like a ring, but I don't actually know what it does.
It's
But-
pretty pointless to bring it up there.
I saw the Samsung Ring.
Samsung has invented a ring, guys.
Wait, I'm gonna find out what the Samsung Ring does.
Is it gonna be like a?
It's like a mood ring.
I was gonna say, is it gonna be like a smartwatch, but a ring? How innovative can a ring be? I mean, I'm about to be proven why, but
Here we
About to,
go.
like create living beings at will.
yeah, I
Green
don't know
Lantern
about
style.
that. If it's like AI or Siri at my disposal, I could use that.
It's a speaker.
Yeah.
But from what I'm reading, it's almost like a reminder thing. So it'll remind you about medication to take. It'll remind you about little things in your day.
Oh, that's cool. So if they ever remove the reminder app on your phone, that might come in useful.
Yeah.
Or your brain.
Or it could be maybe an alarm alternative.
At that point, just put the chips in our brains, dog. Like,
Did you
if
see?
you're gonna wear a smart ring around, just put a chip in your brain.
Mate, there was someone who came up and has been the first person to give permission for Elon Musk to put the chip in their brain.
How's that working out for him?
Well, they haven't done it yet. But she
Didn't they
gave
do it with monkeys?
she gave him so he trialed it with the monkeys, and it's nuts
unfair.
next level. But
They
this
don't deserve that.
lady's come forward and said she'll be the test, not the test dummy, but the first human to have it.
That's
in her.
crazy.
How did the monkeys go?
They went really well. I mean, they had like that question threw me off, bro. They
Well, like, did it work or like? I mean, I assume it would have had to if it passed the human trials, but like,
so how they tested it is they had like they put a chip in the monkey's brain, and then they
like memorize things.
they had like a game, and he was playing the game with his brain. Very simple game, like a ball hitting like a brick, I think. Hitting a brick, and then something about like if he got X amount of bricks, he got given a banana, like a reward.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
that was the motivating factor. It went insanely well.
a lot of potassium in them too.
K.
Yep.
Potassium, it's a
Potassium's
very
important
Whoa.
for hydration to get to that aurum state.
and potassium helps your body off track, but it helps your body process protein better.
Yeah.
I think
A
I
few
read that.
electrolytes can definitely help with the synthesis.
Electrolytes
of
are
it.
important. I interviewed this guy and hired this guy recently who usually in a regular interview process you ask like your regular questions, any police history we need to know about, just your basic stuff, health and safety stuff, and I asked him any health conditions that may affect your job, and he goes no, like nothing serious, I just have to keep my electrolytes up. And I'm like, oh cool, like actually really important, like I think everyone should keep the electrolytes up, right? And I'm like, oh, is that like an actual thing, like you have to, otherwise you'll collapse? He goes, yeah, so for me I have to keep it up. But he went on this bit of a spiel about how everyone should just keep their electrolytes up.
It's
in
really
general.
overlooked. It's hopefully there's a product out there soon that can really help people with that.
Hydrolyte, brother.
I think it can definitely be done better, but we'll see.
Mums love Hydrolyte.
Yeah, they do.
Mums love Hydrolyte and Barocca.
Mate, Hydrolyte
Oh,
serves its
God.
purpose, but there's definitely a bunch of options out there. Gatorade, Powerade, Monopolies, mate.
Oh yeah.
Mate, I have a Gatorade every podcast. I got grape today.
I have a Prime.
I was gonna
Free
say
promo.
Prime is. I just love the
Bad.
taste of Prime, man. I love
Prime
it.
tastes fine. It's not a hydration drink. It's marketed as one, but it's definitely not beneficial at all towards that. But it tastes fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm very interested. The business side of me goes, I wonder what their market share is like at the moment.
Prime,
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, everyone listening should know what Prime is, right?
Yeah, I assume it does. It's sort of got everyone in a chokehold. Tastes fine. Flavors are cool. It doesn't have the right electrolytes or micronutrients to actually support hydration, but that's besides the point.
But it's yummy.
At what point do you look at a Lego collection, right? And you go, I need a dedicated room for everything that I have.
I'm
So
getting
we
there.
are recording this in Josh's Lego collection
I've
studio
got some
/
news.
podcast studio / office. And no matter where you look, there is a Lego set. Like, there's nothing you can do to avoid it.
Oh,
We've got the Daily Bugle. We've got more Spider-Man, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I've got we're in the office right now where there's a lot of Lego.
Could
But
definitely be
funnily-
part of the set when we're on video.
100%.
Yeah, we'll do
Stay
a
woke.
tour on video because I'm actually really proud of it. I've been going crazy this year.
I'm sure they'll get a lot of views.
It is. They do. It's funny you bring it up because I have just brought the Avengers Tower today.
Congratulations.
You got it.
That was one I was looking for ages.
We're not going to clap so we don't ruin the audio, but if you're listening, I really want you guys to give Josh a round of applause. He's been talking about this forever.
It's been so hard to find. It's one of those ones that have sold out instantly.
It's a big deal.
How much does that show you back, bro?
I got paid it's crazy because this has a resale value. Like people are selling on StockX and stuff for over $1,000, but this was from the Lego store for $750.
Were you on the email list when it came out? Because how else did you know it was?
Yeah,
in
I was
stock?
getting emails. I was calling every day. I was being real try hard for this. But very thankful.
How old
most
do you
of
have to
it-
be to build that one?
18 plus.
Oh, sweet. I
And
can help
just
you
a
out with that.
coincidence, you get a free gift with purchase. That's what that hot dog van was. So I got a whole free set for
Hot dog
free.
van.
Yeah, I got a second one. It's like a little hot dog van,
Oh,
and you
That's
got that for
dope.
free when you spend over $300.
we can make that one part of the set.
Yeah, we can get that in.
Why do they have age things on Legos?
buy pieces, like small pieces, big pieces? It's more for that.
So it's like
You're
kids
just
don't
not
swallow
allowed
it?
to. It's just illegal.
No, it actually takes 18 years to build.
No. I was like, oh, like, is it complex?
You're like choking
yeah, they get
hazards
harder.
and also
complex
that,
of
yeah,
them,
like
There's different groups for how hard they are. Like, this one's real small pieces, and it's like 42 bags.
yeah, wow.
Which no, I've got it. Very thankful. Most of it was paid for by family and friends for Christmas, and I had gift cards and stuff. That was
42 bags will run you a lot more than $1,000 in resale value.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the finished product of that.
it's taller than that.
Yeah, well,
And it's like
that's
I think
that would be the Daily Bugle that
Bugle,
Josh
sorry.
is referencing.
I think that's 4,000 pieces. The Avengers Tower was 5,500.
Fun story about the Daily Bugle. Josh and I bought that together. It's about what, $400 each or
Bro,
something?
it was the long. It was only 250-ish.
Oh, was the whole thing 500?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. I must have just paid for the whole thing. I'm kidding.
I actually did.
We built. It's like a 4-level thing with a rooftop. We built the first level, and then
not
I
even
didn't
a
really come
quarter.
over for like the next 14 months, and then I'm here now for the podcast, and it's finished.
It
So,
took me a long time.
It's good to see our vision accomplished.
My cat knocked it down twice.
Shout
it
out
was
to
half
Josh's cat.
built.
Made him work harder.
So yeah, almost quit because of that, but we're so back.
What's your Lego experience like, Brandon? You don't strike me as a Lego kid.
Yeah,
I
you have
came
no
from a
fun.
Brown family.
Lego's
We-
not in there.
Oh,
Is
we
that-
didn't even get Hot Wheels
Yeah,
from time to
mega-
time,
yeah,
brother.
Mega
So
blocks.
forget buying, $60 plastic. It was not a part of my childhood.
60.
I
feel
I
like
remember
that's like
having
one character
one
of the
Lego
Lego.
set, and I think it was
Really?
gifted to us. I don't even think we bought it. So yeah, slightly different upbringings. To you guys, we didn't have the privilege of Legos. And even if we did, we probably wouldn't have ever been bought Legos. Phil and I were in the shops the other day, and we were walking down the toy section, a bit of a nostalgia trip.
Oh, bro, the viewers would have seen this because of your TikTok.
Yeah. So that same night that we received the package from the NBA, we were just in the shops, and we were going down the toy aisle, and we saw the Hot Wheels section.
They're crazy popular still.
Crazy popular to start with. My thing is they're $2 now, $2.50.
Not bad.
So you could imagine that when we were kids, maybe they were $1.50. Say inflation, whatever. I don't understand why my parents said no to him.
Yeah, I was never really into Hot Wheels. I had one track I remember getting. Like
Oh.
as I was getting older, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Bro, my dad was like keen on like... My dad collected those little Matchbox cars.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid, he had like tubs of Matchbox cars. And I was so excited as a kid. I thought that was the shit. Like I wanted them so bad when I got older. And I grew up to not care about cars. I don't even know what
that's
happened to
like,
them.
I remember that. It was like the same thing, but it was like Matchbox Transformers.
Whoa.
And I had
Okay.
like 4 of them. I got from like my grandparents, I think. I was like, what?
Transformers is cool. Have you guys seen the new Transformers?
The ones with the monkeys and the beasts?
The last,
Yeah, Rise of the Beast or something? Trash? I haven't seen it.
I gave up on the Bumblebee movie. Bro.
Yeah, it's
After that movie, bro.
Bumblebee movie was something else. It got such good reviews, but I remember we all saw it together. We could not stop laughing. It was that horrendous.
yeah, it's one of those ones where it's really bad that we love it.
But it has good reviews.
It was
It's aged
horrible.
poorly. People don't like it now.
Oh, really?
Because like it's back in that era where like, oh, Michael Bay movies are the best.
Yeah.
But that new one
Shout out to
is
Linkin
a
Park.
bit of a fall off. They kind of just rebooted everything again.
As you do.
Kind of
Seems like everyone does that at the
But there's a
moment.
gorilla transformer, so it's peak.
Yeah, I think that's all just to sell toys, Transformers. So,
Oh,
they're
that's
good at what
literally
they
what
do.
it was made
Yeah.
for. Yeah, and they've got a G.I. Joe in-universe collab next movie.
I don't know anything about G.I.
Yeah.
Joe. What actually is
That
it?
was like my dad liked G.I. Joe. Like
Does anyone know what it is?
it's like a secret agent, but like in Transformers universe. Like it's in the
No
same like
idea.
Was it always in Transformers?
owned by the same company, so they would do
Oh.
crossovers, but like not like strictly together.
The only G I know is G-Force. The
The
hamsters,
hamster-
baby.
actually,
Bro,
they're
Bro,
not-
G-Force.
the
They're guinea
hamsters.
pigs. The G stands for
Oh,
guinea pig.
oh!
Idiot.
Oh, the guinea pig. Sorry.
Big fan.
You're very passionate about his guinea pig
I
lore there.
I love G-Force
Bro,
and
G-Force.
Bolt.
G-Force and Bolt.
What was the movie with the dogs that hoop?
Airbud.
Airbud.
Airbud, yes. Oh, Airbud's up there. Oh, speaking of, Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out.
Bro,
It looks weird.
We,
I'm sorry.
Whoa, Josh.
Whoa.
You cannot come to China with us,
Whoa.
bro.
No,
That's
I love
all-
the Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2.
This is now a two-man podcast.
No,
Welcome back to the
they
Steak
killed
Round
off
pod.
all the villains in the trailer.
Mate, it's not about
And they're
that.
ghosts now, like a shapeshifter. Like it looks, I'll be there day one. Don't you worry about that.
Midnight viewing, Kung Fu
Um,
Panda's coming out.
But we also have the Garfield movie coming out this year.
Seriously.
Chris Pratt is playing Garfield.
Oh, I care about that so little.
Like you mean like voicing?
Yeah, he's
Voicing
voice
Garfield?
acting.
No,
Garfield.
he's
no,
like
the trailers-
cosplay.
Oh yeah, so they're dressing him up as a
Yeah.
Yeah,
cat.
it's real life. And guess what started filming
Garfield
today?
is shithouse.
What?
Stop. Actually,
The most overrated cartoon, comic, whatever you want to call it. It is not funny. It's not entertaining. Garfield's dog shit,
I'm
bro.
gonna leave.
I
gonna
don't care
walk
about
out.
his lasagna. Don't care about lasagna. Don't care that he hates Mondays.
I get what you're saying. I get
Couldn't
that
be me. I love Mondays. Start of the
Garfield is
week.
pretty gimmicky to me now, But as a kid, I can't say I was like passionate about Garfield. You know what I mean?
I didn't watch that as a kid. I was
No,
on like
neither.
I was on like Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Nickelodeon,
I got straight into
your Disney
the,
Channel, Good
yeah,
Luck
the tween
Charlie,
stuff.
bro.
Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah, that was when I was kind of phasing out of it.
That was the last show I remember. That's So Raven's good.
Bro,
Was
That's
big.
So Raven was great.
Um,
There's a new That's So Raven. There was like a reboot where she's old. I don't remember what it was called, but it's like it didn't hit.
like with the same actor.
Yeah, like is it Raven Simone? She's still playing Raven, but it's Raven's older and there's like kids or something. I don't know.
What's her real name? Raven.
Raven Simone.
Oh,
I think is that not because I don't.
I love Teen Titans.
I think Disney and Nickelodeon used to do a bunch of things like the actors and the characters had the same name. Like Drake and Josh is Drake and Josh. Pretty sure it's the
Oh.
same thing with Raven.
Yeah, they did that.
Hannah Montana as well, right?
Yeah, that's it. Well, Miley, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, they definitely did that a lot.
Well, guess what else started filming today?
Do you actually want me to guess?
Yeah, go. Have a guess.
Started
Batman.
filming.
No, the live-action Minecraft movie.
Oh
Get out.
my
Guess
Who's
who's-
actually casted?
The lead is Jason Momoa.
I thought that was a meme.
Wait,
And Jack
what?
Black's in it. Jason Momoa and Jack Black are the two leads.
Who's Steve?
I don't know. They don't know what. They don't know if it's going to be like Minecraft lore and someone's Steve.
Bro,
People
it
think it's
has to
gonna
be
be
a
like the
Herobrine
Lego-
movie.
Brian, brother.
People think it's going to be like the creators, and then they talk about Minecraft. Like they get summoned into the Minecraft world from real life.
Do they have like a clip where they're mining diamonds, strip mining, bro?
Oh, is there
or
going to be
something?
some whack like video game real life crossover
Yeah,
like
kinda
Space Jam 2?
Yeah, like they get pushed into the Minecraft world.
Space Jam 2 is awful.
Yeah, I hate that movie.
I've not watched it. And
Don't.
I'm very happy I
Watch the
haven't.
first one.
I've seen the first one.
What's your guys' favorite basketball movies?
Coach
Oh.
Carter.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm fully honest. Cold Car's good.
Thunderstruck.
It's called Champions, right? Champions.
Is that the one with Woody Harrelson?
I don't know the actor's name.
And he's
With the special needs kids, the Down syndrome
oh,
team.
that's a great movie.
Bro, that movie is such a beautiful movie.
Yeah, no, I really like that movie. That was definitely very heartwarming. Coach Carter,
Like
you cannot
Mike
beat.
too.
Like Mike.
Like Mike is good.
Have you guys seen Glory Days?
No.
It's
No.
loosely based on a true story, and it was about the first collegiate team to have an all African American starting lineup.
Oh wow.
And I can't remember the school. It was like a small Western school. But yeah, it was like the first coach to recruit players based off talent and not have any agenda or anything. And again, I don't know how much crosses over to real life, but it says based on true story. And they go on to win a national championship. They play against Kentucky, and to make a statement, he only plays like the 7 African American dudes on the roster in the national champion game. And that's really good. Like, if you haven't seen that, I think that's worth a watch, because even just like being a basketball fan, like, that was a pretty big deal long before we arrived on this earth.
Crazy how no one said Jack Harlow's White Man Can't Jump. Or
I
thought
enjoyed
was
that.
good.
I've not watched it.
I thought it was.
It's pretty good.
It was getting like a lot of hate, but I thought it was funny.
Or
Yeah.
the
Sense of humor was good.
It was really funny.
What about the Bo Cruz one with Anthony Edwards in there? What
Yeah,
was that one
Hustle.
called? Hustle.
That
Actually,
Hustle
that's
was
a
good.
good drama. Yeah.
That's where the Adam
Sandler.
Silver, sorry. Adam Sandler.
There was
Yeah.
Love and Basketball back in the day.
that one's
was a
really good.
one.
That gets talked about a lot.
Yeah. I feel like we've missed some.
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck, yes.
Uh,
Thunderstruck was something else. Brian Newell, bro, he could hoop.
Flint Tropics, whatever that movie was.
Oh, semi-pro?
Yeah.
Classic.
The basketball like movie like industry, I don't know, like genre.
Sport movie.
It's cracked.
Yeah.
I can't think of
A lot of good memories.
like I don't know many movies around other sports that are like that are commercialized like
Football's got really good movies, like American football.
that. Do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like famously
The
known.
Longest Yard.
Yeah, what's
The Blind Side.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was thinking.
What's the
of.
one with Sandra Bullock?
The Blind
The
Side.
Yeah.
Blind Side. Yeah, that one's
Even
amazing.
baseball has good movies. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't remember the names, but there's one with Adam Sandler. It's like an actual serious baseball movie. That's really good.
Yep.
The Jackie Robinson movie is like
There's another football
really
movie
emotional.
I'm trying to remember, but I can't. But yeah, no, usually American sports get it the best, because they're obviously very commercialized.
Another movie just came out on Netflix. I think it's based on a true story, and it's a remake of a film that's already been made about this true story. But I think it's a sports team that crashed their team plane like in the Alpine, like on top of a
yes.
snowy mountain.
Oh yes.
And apparently it's real, like the one that's just come out. It's really good, and it's like kind of like the best filming ever. Like they show the plane crash like in full like filming. And apparently it's like the best recorded scene like they've ever seen.
Yeah, wow.
In the true story, like half of them like they had to eat their friends, like they had to eat each other to
Yes,
survive.
I
Like,
have heard about that.
it's this story. So I'm keen to get into that and watch that.
That's insane.
Yeah, we
But
did.
apparently it's like really emotional for no reason. Where it starts as like it's a heartwarming thriller. It turns into like a full sad sob story. So
I
Yeah,
do
well.
like those movies that are based on true events.
Yeah, no, I like sports movies in general. They'll probably make one about Comeback Kings one day.
Yes, sir.
We got back on court this week.
Oh,
First game back, dusted the
good.
cobwebs off.
how good was it to be back?
What were your thoughts on the game, Brandon?
Honestly, first games are always cardio hard. You
Yeah,
get
that's fair.
It's a slug.
yeah, you're not used to the whole routine of it again. I was very impressed with how we played. I think we had good offense. Obviously, some rust was there.
playing the Beavers as
Um,
well.
Yeah. So keep in mind, they're not the best team in the division.
We definitely got a favourable schedule getting back into it this year. 100%.
But no, I had an enjoyable time playing. It was a really fun game. We hustled.
Well, you probably had 20 plus. That always helps.
Yeah.
The enjoyment factor helps us win.
This is true. And I only airballed one shot, which I'll take.
I wouldn't be telling anyone that. I mean, you look at the box score, you
Wait.
wouldn't have thought so.
Oh look, I'm an honest man. You know,
Have to keep it real.
I stay grounded. I'm staying
Have to
grounded.
stay grounded.
But every other shot that I missed was like very close misses. They were rimming out.
A
So
lot of shots from everybody like rolled in and out.
Yeah, I had a rough night shooting the ball. How do you feel about the game, Josh?
Yeah, good to get back into it. I didn't do much over the break just because of how busy we were. So it was more like just getting familiar. Pace was there towards the end, but just we'll get better. Good to get a win first game, mate. Always makes me feel better.
Man, I've been ramping it up. I did a good job. Obviously, I dealt with the injury that I had to rehab, but a couple weeks ago, I started getting more shots up, starting to getting the cardio in. I got back into like my proper routine to be ready for the game, and I felt so lethargic out there. I don't know
did
why.
notice. I was like that too.
Bro,
It was
I
just-
ate the stuff I always eat on game day. I had the same game day routine. I did train, but I didn't train hard. I did like a priming session. I got a shoot around in like I normally do. I didn't sleep great the night before, and I didn't have like a pre-game nap, so maybe that's why. But it's like I felt like so heavy. I think I said one of the timeouts. I was like, I'm not running the floor, bro. I was just going 3-point line to 3-point line.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I said to you, I'm like, we were on the fast break. I'm like, Phil, cut in, because we had like 2 or 3 fast breaks there where Phil always tells me, you know, the joke is I don't pass the ball on a fast break, and the 3 times that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be conscious and pass the ball, bro was just sitting at the 3-point line.
Yeah, I should have done a better job at going, but I didn't want to dive the whole way because I try and with transition, when you got numbers, I always try and play one pass ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm always like for me, I'm that connecting piece. I'm not about to go to the rim and try and score on someone. I'm one of the smallest dudes on the court. So it's like you hit me early. You usually have Josh diving down middle or Joe or something like that, and I usually just hit them on a dump off and then they finish.
Yeah.
Offense was rusty, bro. And that was partially my fault. Obviously, we sort of had someone new come in last season, and I was trying to be the one moving the chess pieces, and we did well the last game, but I think just because I wasn't physically there,
Yeah.
I wasn't like trying to run it like that. So
Well,
it was,
I thought you were calling it really well. Like you were still running the offense as you usually do.
I think it could be a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're never perfect, but we'll get there. I was talking to Terrell. He came into work yesterday. For those who don't know, Terrell is one of our homies. He plays on another team in the same division as us.
Yep.
They had to forfeit a game because they didn't have enough
Really?
players. One this last week.
Yeah, right.
Did you know it's $200
For a forfeit.
for a forfeit?
Well, that's how much your game fees are normally, and
still gotta
but you have to
pay,
give them
yeah.
notice for a forfeit.
You have to pay.
It's like 24-hour notice, I think.
I don't know, but he said they had to pay their fees and the other team's fees.
Yeah, right.
Which I thought was insane. I'm like I
I'm
hope.
That's
worried
unlucky.
too.
Yeah, like I mean it makes sense, but you
I'll
know,
just be playing 4 on. I'll just get on the court at that point.
Yeah, if you got at least 4, you can just play
Let me
and
just
make
get
it
some
work.
shots up. Like
Just to
you,
get some
you guys
runs in.
win by 40. I'm just going to stand on the court.
Yeah.
I'm not paying your fees.
and by
Just
the
go and
way,
get some cardio in.
if you know the our games are everyone can come and watch. So if you guys ever want to come through,
We love having people to play for, man. These guys put on a show. Brandon's a performer. Josh is high energy.
I
It's,
almost got killed on that game. I should have mentioned that in the
oh
last
my
episode.
gosh, yeah.
The ref almost took a shot at me.
episode 1 we almost died. Episode 2 Josh almost died.
Man, that's the shame about having
It's
not
bush
having an
league for
episode
ya.
next week. I think this coming game is going to be really good.
Who? What's the matchup looking like?
Playing Showtime, which we played really well against the first time we played them. They got the Laker
is it
jerseys.
the same schedule, like running it back now from the start of because I think
I don't know because we got a bye after.
It was
So
a team in
I
the
don't know.
LeBron, like the Lakers jerseys. Hey, they're
Yeah.
like Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I was beefing with.
Yeah, no, right. They had the big old Samoan guy too. I'm gonna get bodied.
I think that'll be fun though, because again, that was when we're still trying to piece things together, and we
Mm.
kind of just were like purely a transition team. For any basketball heads listening that actually care about offense, we basically just feed mid-post ISOs to Josh and Brandon. We stack the weak side, and then they make decisions from there, or I play pick and roll. But Brandon didn't want to look to score for some reason.
Yeah,
Last week.
That's what
time
was getting
ever.
on my nerves. Brandon has never been one to not look to shoot the ball. He doesn't care if he's got 3 people in front of him. If he thinks it's a good shot, it's a good shot. So I'm feeding him. I'm telling him to come up. He's around the elbow. So I dump it off to him. Josh plays the dunker's spot opposite. He plays at weak side. And then so if Brandon's in the mid post there, I'm kind of in line with the edge of the keyway strong side. And we space the floor there. And Brandon's meant to just take the ball and attack from there and make reads. And he's setting screens on no one, or he's looking for someone else to come get the ball. I've never seen it before. I don't know where your
This was
headspace
last game?
This was last game. The
What
amount of
the
times
heck?
I called your number, and then you were just like, you were setting a screen for me. That's not the play, bro. So I'd swing at the other side and get Josh a touch. I've never seen you be that passive.
My
You
bad.
you still had a good game, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I've never seen you like not look to be aggressive.
I didn't even notice it. That there are games where I go into, I go, oh, I'll have to be a bit passive this game because some teams respond really well to how I play. A couple of runs, they know what the game is, and they're good at defending it. I wasn't even a preconceived notion in my head. Wow, that's good feedback to know though.
That's a good topic though. What's your guys' mindset heading into games? Like, how do you plan it?
I just tell myself every game's go and have fun
Yeah,
because I play
Yeah.
the best.
but
ones
like,
have fun.
of course, like we're obviously
I'm
not
more
pros,
like
but
energy
just
based.
yeah.
Like, bring the energy because I know like
same like
it
play style. You're
transfers
like just
over
be
to
a
you guys
just be a
if-
dog.
yeah, like I'm not like we can still win games even if I'm not scoring. So I'm not too fussed about my offense and my scoring ability. But
I
feel like if I've
getting
got
12 to
energy-
15 a game from you would
Oh,
help.
for sure. Like I've still always prioritized trying to get some points up, but like my energy and my defense, I feel like if that is there,
Definitely a
I think
needle
everyone
mover,
sees it,
for
and then,
sure.
like everyone gets hyped.
Your
which-
energy's so big off the.
I was
like,
gonna
overall.
say like, it's my favorite part of a game is like me and Phil are pretty vocal all game. I wouldn't say like we're all vocal to each other, like talking to each other, but Phil and I in particular are towards other players and sometimes the ref. So it's pretty common for us. But my favorite thing is like once a game, Brandon just gets a bad call that isn't called on him, and he just like loses it for like 3 seconds, and then shuts up and runs back down. That happened last game. You like got so you like throw your hands up and like.
And it
just,
was like a 3-point game in the fourth
yeah,
quarter,
you're, like,
and they,
you just
they
have
got
a
the
go at
ball in
ref, like
transition.
absolutely pissed off. And I was like, Brandon, get back, and he's that's it, you're done.
I do want to make it clear when Josh says we're vocal, I don't think we're toxic assholes that abuse everyone on the court. I think honestly, funny thing for me, because I never used to talk like I remember we've played together for years now. You guys know I never talked like that, like in huddles to our team. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was funny. I had a psych unit at uni and it was talking about like creating environments that like boost confidence
Yeah.
in performers, and it comes from everything. And for me, it's like I know that I've always like been up and down with my confidence when I play, but I've always been able to play in high pressure situations. So for me, I try and create high pressure situations. So I might pick someone out at the start of the game. It's all love before tip off, and as soon as the game's over, I'll go and show them their respect. But if I almost like, if I'm the one to start it and I'm talking shit, I have to back it up.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what's made me being able to like I'm not a consistent scorer, but consistently play my role.
That's dope.
So I don't know
'cause
if you guys have ever had any awareness of that in your own situation, if you ever try and do anything for yourself.
Yeah, I'm
But for
fine
me,
with that.
I need that to be able to play, or else it's hard to get up for games.
two-pronged thing I'm going to say. The first prong is I have seen when you've played, then sometimes Phil gets this look in his eyes where he only sees red sometimes, and depending if the guy's pissed him off or if he's like, sometimes the other guy will chat back to him, and it
That's
feels
when you see like the 12 points in one quarter and then don't score for the last two.
and it feels like when that happens, he believes he's the best dude on that court, so he will do
Talk
everything.
to him.
He'll even though he might not be scoring on or he might not even be looking to score. Sometimes he lets the game come to him and he does whatever he has to do. But you'll see him bring the ball up, and it's just the way he'll bring the ball up in those situations is different, and that's dope.
I think that's what's the fun part about the... Sorry, I'll let you get to your second
Yeah.
point in a second, but I just mean like the development of my game is, over the last couple of years, learning how to impact a game in different ways. Some games it's scoring, some games I don't need to shoot, some games I need to be like the best perimeter defender. And that's really fun because I used to like, if I was missing shots, I'd drop my head because I felt like I wasn't playable. But I feel like I'm an impactful player in obviously
100%.
the levels we play in, and that's been really fun. But sorry, you were saying?
No, so to your question, the second prong was for me, I pride myself on being able to do not everything, but a lot on the offensive side of it. Like I can make a layup sometimes. I can.
Oh, you're
I
a
can-
legit 3-level scorer. Like, make no doubt about it.
And I appreciate that. I like to pride myself on that. So for me, I like to get in a position early in the game where people, the opposition say, oh, stand here, he can't do it, or like defend this way because once you cut that off, he won't be able to score. If I hear the team say that, or even talk to me and be like, oh, like, sometimes they trash talk and be like, nah, not this time, that gets under my skin in a good way, because then I go, oh, bro, you don't know I can do this, and this.
People got to learn, man. A lot of, like, you hear some stuff and it's like, you don't know that this dude can drop 30 in like a half like that. Like, I don't think people listening realize how well he can score. Like, it's just, that's
Why
not a guy
celebrate?
that you want to make an enemy of.
Streaky, streaky.
Oh, I mean, I'd say you're quite consistent given, like, before you had a whole knee operation. I think before that it was like you had a point where Brandon suited up, you knew you were getting 20 points out of him. And I believe that you'll be right back there this season.
Appreciate that, brother. Look,
Brown Kevin Durant. That's what they call him.
Yeah, I think if Kevin Durant didn't have an elite handle, like, if you can picture that, that's Brandon's game. Like, I can't think of any better comparison. And then Josh is like...
I know we joke about the AD thing,
Julius Randle.
but
Yeah, AD's a funny... It's funny looking at the season how, like, we've made jokes about it after every game, but whatever's happening that round for our season is so comparable to what's happening to the
Yeah.
Lakers with our ups and downs.
Literally.
It's so weird. But yeah, Josh gets a lot of AD jokes. Low-key, Bam.
bam.
Like, I think you're a good rebounder. You're versatile defensively, but you're not
Just
aggressive
energy,
on
bro.
offense.
Like,
And just like that, got that dog in him.
and you know what is you have you two do this really well, but you two know what work for you on the court, and you will look for your spots, you look for your moves. Phil, you do it in not in transition, but if you're bringing the ball up, we may be set up for a set. But if my mid-range fadeaway there, you're there like clockwork. Your footwork's where it needs to be, and you're taking that shot. Josh, you're the same thing. You might cut middle, flash for the ball, and you're taking like a drop step kind of low, showing them your back, and you're either trying to put it up or pass out for the cut. That's commendable.
The best
Thank
best
you.
advice I ever heard is I never liked playing pick and roll as much as I do now. But you've obviously got a 5-on-5 game. But if I'm running pick and roll with Josh and then I push the wing to the corner as a shooter, so that might be you, that might be Declan. I normally have your weak side. But it's like, it becomes so easy to read because it goes from a 5-on-5 game to it becomes like a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. And it's like, that's the game. That's the set. Once I come off a screen, that pocket that I'm in is the game that I'm playing. I obviously have you guys to kick out to as a bailout, but that, like, it just simplifies it so much. And I think as someone that overthinks a lot when I play, the more simple I can make it, the easier it is. And that's why you kind of see me getting into that Orem state when I'm playing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting you 12 to 15 points a game, Josh, alongside
Thank you.
Brandon.
I also try and take one charge a game.
Yeah,
Which
no,
I think I'm-
Josh is
I'm
our hustle
there.
guy.
I didn't take one last week, but I did take 2 in the last game, so I'll just carry that over.
It's the AFL in you, and as someone, I need to do that better. Like, I look at the stuff he does, and I go, bro, I don't... Whoa!
Sorry if that came through in the audio. I just had the craziest elbow crack.
Josh will put his body on the line like it's nothing. And it's definitely the AFL coming out in you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Josh is the motor on the defensive end. Like, without him, I think we give up. It's funny, we don't have a great record. We're like 5-4, but every team we play, win or loss, we hold them to their lowest scoring game. It's just that we're not.
And we always lose in a close game if we are.
Yeah, well, that was the fun thing about last game, right? Third quarter, we went on a run, and I think it's the difference between last 2 games and before that is we were a great transition team, but we couldn't play in the half court. And now that we've actually got a half court offense, like, I think that's totally changed the dynamic of the season.
Yeah. Something that came to my mind is off topic, not the basketball thing.
No,
but
go for it.
There's this guy who's going around. I want to say it's in America, but he's going around and locking what's it called, you know those rooms that you go into and you're trying to escape rooms.
Yeah.
He's locking escape room employees in
Oh,
their
yeah, I
shops.
did see that. Yeah,
Bro,
that's funny. He's
wild.
just like the
Bro,
Riddler, bro. He's
yeah.
leaving clues and shit.
And like, so he's just locking them in and trying to make them escape their work as the escape room. That's such an amazing like.
It's like Batman
Bro.
villainy. Like,
Bro, I can't even explain what I would like feel like or what I'd be going through if that happened to me. Like, I like escape rooms, but I've never done one alone, and there's always been a way to get out, but you're just locked in by some lunatic, bro.
Can you like they have the horror escape rooms in Brisbane here? They have some of those horror ones. So we've
Have
done
we ever done one together? We have.
we've done a couple.
Yeah,
and
okay.
we've beat both of them.
yeah, I think we've done. I've
Standard.
done
Did we
two
set the
with you.
record for one?
Yes. So
And
that
that was
that
like
had
one
a
of the big ones too.
90% fail rate, and we
Oh, look
we
at
beat
look
it.
at you guys.
You were there.
You were there, bro.
I bet I was all
Was
the
that your
reason.
birthday?
I bet I was the reason we escaped, huh?
No, this was the one we did at Chermside. This was Alex's birthday.
Oh, okay. Then what was the one in the
Who's
city?
that?
Was the one in the city your birthday?
City was my birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We did like it was the World War One.
Yeah, it was Brandon's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
But I really want to do one of those where you're not a fan of it, Phil. But like
With like actors and shit.
there's
hey.
people who like follow you, and it's like
I
a
think I've
dark
done one of those.
dark couple of areas, and you can't really
It's on
see too well,
site.
and people like
It's like a big one.
yeah.
I think I've done one of those. I mean, it'd be kind of comparable to like Fright Night.
Yeah. That's
Obviously,
what I always
like,
think of.
you
I'm
can't
just searching
talk
that.
back to them or doing anything. You get in trouble for that. As Brandon learnt the hard way. Do you
What?
not remember?
Talking about Fright Night.
Yeah, someone came up to scare you. And you
Oh
yelled-
my goodness,
Bro,
bro!
that was, yeah, you didn't go.
You what? Weren't you with me as well?
Yeah, I still managed to stay the whole night. I was meant to leave early, but I beat the allegations.
So someone came up to me in the
maze.
Fright Night thing,
Yeah, broke the script.
and their whole thing is to scare you, right? But while you're walking, they say
Yeah.
like guys walking around to scare you.
like they're actors.
yeah,
Doing their
And they're
job.
just there to like scream at you, whatever. And they screamed at me, and at that point it's stale because like you know they're gonna do it, and I just went to them and I just like like to them, bro. Tell me why the employee like pulled their mask off and started like telling me like that's not funny. You're not meant to do that. Like I'm just trying to do my job, and I'm like, oh, so I must have really scared the dude.
I mean, like, in hindsight, I can kind of understand why, but
Fair enough.
that was funny in the moment. I'm glad I got to witness it because I was being held hostage at the Gotham City Cafe by the Joker, bro. So it was
bro.
like, I couldn't believe I escaped in time.
There was, and none of us could do anything to save you.
That was the biggest escape room of them all.
Bro, that is what I told you I'm like Batman. That is what the Joker is like.
It's the friends we made along the way.
Just before we wrap up, I'm looking at because we didn't go to Fright Night last year, and Fright Night for our friend group is like a traditional thing. We usually do
We've done
again.
it twice in 8 years, but it is a tradition.
Traditional thing. Last year they introduced panic rooms at Fright Night,
yeah,
so they had 8 panic rooms.
What's a panic
like an
room?
escape,
Escape
room.
room.
Oh,
but panic room I think is what the term they use
Like
when
they're
it's like
act
horror.
like it's the big like they're trying to
So-
scare you while you do it.
They had
Okay.
8 different ones. So if we do go ahead and do it this year, October, please know we're gonna do a panic room.
how thorough is it going to be? Because if there's 8 of them, I assume the idea is to try and get through multiple of them.
Yeah, how are we
you're
meant to
only
make
there for a
time
few
for
hours.
this? You couldn't even do it all last
Part of me
year.
thinks they've done 8 because people might have been complaining that they're paying a ticket and not getting to do
Or
much.
maybe, it's probably just to get people to come back multiple times. Like,
Yeah,
I want to see what that
yeah,
one's
it
like.
could be, or just to get more people to like enjoy their time that they're spending more anyway.
There should be one where like you don't tell you which one it is, but like they can actually kill you.
It's not the
They
purge,
can,
bro.
they
That
can
is
fight.
the
You can
stupidest thing.
fight back. They can actually touch you,
So it's
like, at your own risk.
it's game on as
You
soon as
sound
someone
like-
touches,
It's
start
like the
swinging.
purge. You just don't know. Like
Oh,
it's just
my lord.
every man for
I want to
himself.
keep that for next episode. Actually, I want to ask you guys about the purge.
Yeah,
So
no,
let's-
keep that in mind and we'll talk about it. 'Cause
Keep
I
that
think on
in-
that note, it's
Let's
time
put
to
a
wrap
pin in
up.
it.
It's time to get a few
Part 2
brewskis.
of our 2-hour special.
Josh and I are gonna go drain some kegs.
Yeah, we
Yes.
need to get out of here.
Josh and Brandon hitting the town. After all that talk about being social, I will be going home tonight. But I do have things on my agenda. But no, 2-hour special. Good conversation. We'll upload one tomorrow. Upload one next week.
And,
Won't record next week. And then
DM
we'll
us
come
if
back.
you've got any topics or questions.
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah,
love
and-
to answer some.
Let us know how you like the more personable conversations. Like the second half or the second part of this episode was like less basketball focus and more just
Yeah.
us talking. So let us know how you like that.
More of us.
I think you get to know us through these conversations as well. So DM us, have fun, interact with the content that comes out of this. Just a reminder, 100 follower giveaway. So get the Instagram up to 100
Share it to your
followers.
friends. Pass it on to Facebook followers. Like, just put it everywhere.
Yeah, generally, like we obviously haven't done many of this, but like the reels, share stuff to your story, like the TikToks, 5 stars on Spotify, 5 stars on
Please.
Apple. We got Twitter if anyone, like we still use that heavily, Josh and I, but
X as it's called these days.
yeah, whatever you got, it's in the bio. Support any way you can, and you might have a free t-shirt down the track. I don't know.
Guys, please.
We'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. We'll have some more stories, more things to cover.
Only a week for them.
Yeah, it'll be a hefty episode. We're gonna have a lot to catch up on.
So yes, stay safe, guys.
And it'll
Stay grounded.
It'll
Stay
be February
grounded.
as well. So we'll see you next
February.
month.
See you guys in February.
Stay grounded. Take care. Brush your hair.